What is up, everybody? This is Omega Belmont, and welcome back to another statue and figure talk. Yes, I am on a new channel, so just in case you guys see this, yes, this is a new channel. This is Omega Belmont, statue slash figure, and so I decided to, of course, do a new channel because I kind of just want to keep my content on two different channels, one for gaming and one for statues and figures and other things, maybe comic books and things like that. So I just kind of want to keep them a little bit separated. So I decided to do this one. And of course, I will link, if you want to see my gaming stuff, I will link my other channel to that one, and of course vice versa, and the other one I will link this to this channel, so I'll link my other channel to this one too. So but anyways, we are here to talk about statues and figures. Today I got quite a lot because unfortunately I won't be home this Saturday. It'll really be my last time to actually go out of state, so I'm heading out of state to do some fantasy drafting, football fantasy draft. So I won't be home this weekend, unfortunately, but I got a lot of things I could talk about in today. I don't know if my videos here will be cut in half because I don't have any standing with this account, so that one might be cut into like 3 or so videos, unfortunately. Not like my other one where I have like pretty much unlimited time to upload videos. So unfortunately, we'll see what happens. So anyways, if it gets cut, I'm sorry about that. If it doesn't, that's cool. Anyways, we have a few things to talk about. The first one I'm going to be talking about here is from of course, we want to actually make this thing bigger. I have to go over here. This is from myfigurecollection.net. This is the Bloodborne diorama. It looks cool. This from the Sony Entertainment, Sony Interactive Entertainment. They changed it, but it looks cool. I think it's from. It looks like it says that there's 1,000 pieces made, and of course, it's about 23,000 yen, so around $220 or something like that. So pretty good. Pretty good price, and it's a diorama too, so it should be pretty big. So it should not be like size wise, it's probably a 1/6 scale, but actually I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's 1/6 or it doesn't say anything like that, but might be like 1/6 scale. I don't think it is for how much it is. I don't think it is a 1/6 scale, or maybe because it's not colored or anything like that, but it looks cool. I mean, it looks huge. It looks like, you have two characters here. You got the main character of Bloodborne, or whatever you want to call him, the hunter, and he's fighting against one of these. I don't remember what these guys are called, but look, he's kind of doing an attack, and the guy's kind of flailing out like that. And cool, you got big old base that they're on too, so that's pretty cool for about $220. I'm thinking it might be like 1/7 or 1/10 scale, maybe. That would probably is not even scaled, so it doesn't really matter, but it looks pretty cool. But anyways, that is it for prototype or new, not new figures, but recently announced figures. I saw this like 2 weeks ago, so not too bad. But let's get started on pre-orders, and then we always go pre-orders, new, and then pre-owned. So pre-orders are always up. This one is from Big Bad Toy Store. This is pretty awesome looking. This one actually came out a while back, maybe a few years back, maybe more than that. But this is from Bandai Japan. This is the SH Figuarts line. Cell looks freaking badass from here. I think he looks super cool. I think they have a DOD Cell that's coming out, which I'm totally I'm probably going to get him because he looks badass. But these are little action figures that you can move around, so that's pretty cool. They don't come with anything like this. I don't think they come with anything like this, so this is kind of just like a product placement here. I don't think he comes with anything like this. So and then of course, there we go. Look at that there. Probably should do that first here real quick. So we got a cool stance here. Of course, he has like colored fingertips there, or fingernails, I should say. We got him doing a Kamehameha blast. We got him in kind of like a almost like launch attack there, and then we have him just kind of being smug Cell, perfect Cell, I should say. But this is, like I said, premium color edition. So these are, I think, a little bit more colorful, a little bit more bright, not colorful, but brighter. And like I said, Bandai Japan, these are pretty cool looking. It'll probably match up with my Gohan, Vegeta, and do I have Vegeta? Yeah, I do have Vegeta. Gohan, Vegeta, and Goku. So that would be pretty cool. And of course, it has an estimated arrival date of next year, February 2017, and a price of about $59.99. $59.99. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Next up is, in the same line we're talking about here, they do have the other Gohan. You can see from here. That looks cool. I have the original Gohan, or Super Saiyan Gohan, with the clothing here that's covered him. They're pretty much the Piccolo clothes, and it's covered. Well, this one is a little bit different. This one has, of course, look, if you can see from there, he's kind of ripped up. So this is when he's kind of turned into, kind of towards the end of, I think, Z, right? Where his clothes are all ripped up because he's been banged up from Cell. And then that looks cool. I think that looks badass. We'll do some quick pictures here. You can see there with the Super Saiyan 2 hair. I don't remember the one I have came with Super Saiyan 2. I don't think it does. Maybe it does. You got this normal Super Saiyan here, here, and of course this was the one where he's turning into Super Saiyan 2 with Cell crushes 16's head. And then we got some other poses here. I think he looks super badass. Super badass. I don't like this hair. I like the Super Saiyan 2 hair better, so that looks pretty cool. Anyways, it does come out January 2017, and with a price of $49.99, so pretty good price there. The reason why Cell's a little bit more expensive because Cell's probably going to be a lot taller than Gohan here, and of course probably taller than Vegeta. Well, of course taller than Vegeta, and probably taller than Goku. So, anyways, let's go to the next one here from Prototypes with a Z Studios. They put out a few of them of these Street Fighters statues. I think they're still currently making a whole bunch of them. So, but they put out these two Ryu ones here. They have a 1/4 scale, and of course this one is a 1/6 scale. So they have two of them. Well, of course 1/4 is going to be bigger, for pricier. You have this one's a 1/6 scale, so it's a little bit less than that, but it's still kind of pricey. Well, we'll talk about that in a second here. So I'll do some quick pictures here. We got the classic Ryu from Street Fighter 2. I don't know if this is from Street Fighter or Street Fighter 2. It should be from Street Fighter 2, right? I don't know. Should be Street Fighter 2. But anyways, you got, of course, him in that. Pretty much, if you remember him, this is when he comes up and he does that little cool thing, like the intro. You see him do it in the intro where he does a Hadouken in your face. That's probably where this is where it's from. So it's sculpted by Eric Sosa. I don't know who that is, but I heard a lot of good things about it. Polystone, 1/6 scale, and yep, so Polystone. But that looks cool. Another side look from there, and of course, get that right here. So about 11 inches tall. Oh, cool. See, he has a damaged bust for alternative display. That's pretty cool. So if you see this one, this is where he's all banged up and everything like that. So cool. Oh, they also have Evil Ryu too. So that's the other one that they have. So that's pretty cool. And I think I saw, maybe it was Evil Ryu or Akuma. I can't remember if it was one of them, but this one's cool. It's still expensive though. Like I said, Polystone 1/6 scale, $349. Pretty expensive. I think my Power Girl was that price for a 1/4 scale. I think Power Girl was around that price for the 1/4 scale, so it's quite expensive for 12 inches. Wow. But like I said, still looks pretty cool. So if you're a Street Fighter guy or girl, you guys are gonna probably get this anyway. So I guess I can't tell you guys not to buy it, because if I had the money, I'll probably buy it too, because I think that looks freaking badass. But as of right now, for a 1/6 scale, even though it looks freaking like detailed, everything's super detailed from here onto his clothes. His muscles. You can see his muscles kind of forming here. You can see the ruffles in his clothes and things like that. Unfortunately, his base is pretty simple. I would be cool to have like a little better base, but like a dirt base or something, like he's standing on dirt. That's what he always does that. So he's always on walking or something like that. So that'd be pretty cool to have something like that. But yeah, for a 1/6 scale, it's tough to say. Well, $349. It feels like $250 or maybe even $299. It wouldn't be too bad, but at about $349, that's pretty expensive. And you're looking about like $20 or $30 for shipping too. So wow, almost 400 tops, as much as my Power Girl. So, anyways, next one up is from DC Collectibles, Cover Girls of the DC Universe. This is Hawk Girl 2nd edition. So I don't know if they had a 1st edition. I don't remember seeing the first edition, but anyways, Hawkgirls looks cool. I like how she looks. Just like I said, Cover Girls are pretty simple figures. I think they're about like 9 inches tall. I think so. Oh, 10. Oh, 10.2, 10 inches tall, so pretty decent size there. Of course, they do have a simple base, if you can see from the bottom here. That's pretty much what the Cover Girls have. But the coolest part about their base is that it's small, so you can fit it around. But unfortunately, Hawkgirl is going to be pretty big because of her wingspan here. Kind of comes out like this, so kind of like Bleez. Bleez takes up a whole bunch of area because her wings actually, her bone wings kind of flows out and comes down like this, so she takes up a lot. So it's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad as Bleez, but yeah, it's still gonna be pretty big. So pretty cool. I like how she's holding the mace and everything, and her stance and everything. It looks freaking awesome. It does have a release date of March. Did I talk about release dates for February 2017 for Ryu? Anyways, March here for Hawkgirl, and of course $84.99. So pretty simple there. About 10 inches tall. So pretty cool. Next up is, of course, we are moving up to new releases. We do have some new releases here. The first one I'm going to be talking about is from Enterbay. These, I talked about this like a few weeks back. I was super excited for this, and of course, with the Stephen Curry being sold out, I was kind of like, oh no, but it looks like when it came in, people kind of stopped pre-ordering it, or canceled the pre-order, so now we have a few of them in stock, or even then, they probably ordered like a few, so they have some in stock now. That'd be pretty cool. So with the Stephen Curry from Enterbay, these are the 1/9 scale. They do have the 1/6 scales, which are a lot bigger, about 12 inches tall. These are about 1/9, so about like, I think it was like 7 or 8 inches or 9 inches, so a little bigger than I thought. 9 inches tall, which is actually perfect size to me at least. But it looks cool with the Stephen Curry here. That looks kind of like him, I guess. I don't know. I think this one's not the one that looks. I think, yeah, it doesn't really look like him actually. So yeah, I don't think they got his face down for this one. I think the Russell Westbrook one looks pretty spot on. So let's see if I can take a look at that one. NBA. Like the James Harden one looks pretty spot on from what the looks of it. Yeah, it looks pretty spot on. We got the John Wall one. I think the John Wall one looks pretty good too. Yeah, it does look pretty good. The Russell one looks freaking fantastic. I like the Russell. Woo! I might have to go and get this one. Whew. I'm getting hot in here. Freaking Russell Westbrook. But I think that one looks pretty cool. Then of course we have the Stephen Curry one. I think that one looks like, I don't know. It doesn't really look like him, so maybe that's why people are stop order or cancel a few of their orders. I feel like at least the John Wall, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, they look like the person, but unfortunately Stephen Curry doesn't look like it. So anyways, let's go back there. There we go. But he does come with some cool different hands, different call signals and things like that. And then of course he does have stances here, these little pegs that you can put him in, and then you can kind of make him look like he's dunking or something like that, or doing layups. So pretty cool. Next up is from the Cover Girls, and of course, like I said, Cover Girls are pretty awesome. Not usually about 9 to 10 inches tall. This one is about 9.5, so pretty a little bit shorter than the other one. This is Raven. I had her pre-order, but unfortunately, I started a class already, so I had to cancel my pre-order for her, and of course I had to cancel that. So maybe in the future I'll probably go and buy her, because you know what, I need more Raven figures and statues. Pretty cool looking. A lot of people probably don't like it because she has the whiter skin. I think people like the darker, more like a blue tint kind of skin that she has in like a gray, not blue, like a gray tint like she has in Teen Titans. So a lot of people do have problems, but I don't mind it. I'll take whatever I can get. So anyways, about 9 inches tall, $84. Pretty good price there for Cover Girls. And then, like I said, Cover Girls, small base, makes it perfect. Her cape here does kind of flow out like this, so at least it kind of floats out and up instead of going just straight out. So she does probably will fit pretty. Damn, she looks so good. Kind of want to get her. And the last one here is up for new releases. I actually have one more here that I want to talk about. Actually, I'm going to cancel that one here. let's not talk about that one since I already passed it. So we got the Uncharted 4 Ultimate action figure of Nathan Drake from NECA. These are pretty cool. So these are 7 inches tall. I wish they had a bigger one, but 7 inches tall, pretty decent price. They're about $24. This one actually kind of looks like him. And that's pretty cool. Of course, you can pose him whatever you want. He does come with an AK-47 there and his little handgun that you see here. And of course, his rope and his holster. Maybe you can put his gun in his holster. That'd be pretty cool. So anyways, that is it for the new releases. We are moving on to pre-owned. Of course, pre-owns are from MeAndMe.com and Mandarin. And of course, I go to them all the time. I look, even though I don't buy them, I look and look and look, and I save them on my bookmarks and things like that, just in case, you know, I want to buy them later on, or they're still there. Sometimes they're not, sometimes they are. But anyways, I know MeAndMe.com actually like loses your bookmark, so you go to it and then it's not there anymore. Sometimes it does that, but most of the time they're pretty good at that. So anyways, the first one up is from MeAndMe.com. I did talk about this one a while back. This is Momohime from Demon's Blade, or Oboro Muramasa. I do have this one. I think I probably did a review for that. If you can check that out on my other channel there, maybe I'll link that out in the comments sections too. But this one's pretty cool. I like this one. That's pretty cool. I'll probably just go up to there, but I do like the fact that the base is awesome here. It's from Alter, and they is it from Alter? No, it's not. It's from Amakuni. So never mind. That's Alter. Alter does awesome figures, just in case you guys want to look at it. They do have a Momohime one also. Anyways, this one has a cool base. You can see that it's kind of like when she goes to the hot springs. That's where it looks like. And then you got some rocks in the back here. Of course, you got her standing here. She doesn't have anything in the back, so you can see the butt. And of course, you have the little spirit guy here attached to her arm, so that's pretty cool. And of course, it's about 10,000 yen, so 10,000, about almost $100 flat. It was a little bit cheaper. You see, it wasn't exclusive, so you couldn't get this on MeAndMe.com. You had to go and order from some other sites for that. So, but like I said, if you have patience, they will pop up on MeAndMe.com because people will just sell it to them, or I don't know if they sell it or they buy it from other people or anything like that. Or other companies, maybe not. But 10,000, about $100, with a listing price of 9,800, so a little bit more than that. But you're talking about, you know, the shop that doesn't sell it, so of course they're gonna bump up the price. Okay, so let's go to the next one here. We got from Breath of Fire 6, Nina. If you guys have never played the Breath of Fire series, Nina is kind of a recurring character, or she is a character that always. She's not reoccurring. Oh, of course she's reoccurring. She's one of the main characters that follows Ryu around. You know, of course. She's always the one that meets up with Ryu all the time, and she's in every game pretty much. Unfortunately, Breath of Fire 6 is a mobile game, so and it's not out in the US, so I don't think I even got a chance to play it. Maybe I will play it in Japan. You know, there's ways to play. But anyways, this is from Kotobukiya. This is a super expensive figure. I have to say, this is a 1/8 scale. With a release price of 9,660, but we will go with a pre-owned price here with 8,480, so a little bit, almost like $80. Pretty expensive. That's all I can say. But she looks pretty cool. I like her wings. They kind of float out like this, so she takes up a lot of space. I don't really like the base. The base, I guess, is not too bad. As you can see here, it looks like the Wasp base from the Wasp Bishujo. Of Marvel Bishujo. You can see that she's kind of stepping in the water and then kind of splashes up and it ripples all the way around. So you can see from there, that looks pretty cool. But like I said, it's not too bad. From Kotobukiya, they usually do pretty simple bases, so you don't get too fancy with that, unless you're going with like the bigger ones, like well, you can't see that, but my Superman base, my Superman BVS Superman has a pretty cool base. I think the Hulk and the Hulkbuster has a pretty cool base also, but usually Kotobukiya keeps it simple. Let's go look here, keep going. I think it looks pretty good. But still pretty pricey. I wish it was somewhere around like $70 or $60, but it has a super high price at 9,660 yen for new, and then pre-owned at 8,000. So it's like 80 to $80 used, about $90, like $91 or $92 new. So pretty expensive. I wish it was sitting around like at least $70. So pretty expensive. Anyways, next one up. And this will be the last one from MeandMe.com. You're looking at, I keep putting this one up because I do like this figure. Alicia from God Eater Burst. This one is actually like fluctuates so many times. I think it's kind of stable. The price, at least wise, is stable. It's about 5,280 yen. It's a 1/8 scale, 1/7 scale, and it's also from what is it from? From Plum. This kind of it's a stable figure now. You're looking at about 5,280 yen, so about almost like $49-$50. So pretty good price for how big the figure is. It's huge. Any God Eater figure you buy, they come with a big weapon, and it takes up so much spot, so much space, but it looks so freaking awesome. Mostly the one I have, where she's in motion for sword, kind of in motion, she's kind of flying up like that. That takes up so much space. But anyways, I think this one looks freaking awesome. Give it a shot. I might have to buy her. She's pretty cheap now. She's at that price where it's like, yeah, I'll take a swing at that. Anyways, we are going to Mandarake now. Mandarake, I have 4 of them. Well, 3 of them, but the 4th one is kind of, I just wanted to show you guys a really expensive piece. This one is from Mandarake, of course, Alter Gwendolyn. So Gwendolyn, if you've seen, did I do a review for that? I think I did. I actually bought Gwendolyn, the original Gwendolyn, before they announced the reissued one. So this is a reissued Gwendolyn. Of course, Gwendolyn is from Odin Sphere. Freaking awesome. If you haven't played the PS4 version yet, go ahead and play it. It's super awesome. It's just a side scroller with kind of like a super fast action, like Dragon's Crown. If you play Dragon, it's like it's much faster than that, and then you can level up and things like that. So it's cool, like a side scroller action RPG game, and it's freaking badass. But anyways, Gwendolyn for about 8,000 yen, so like $76. Really good price for an altar piece. As you can see from here, I don't know if there's anything wrong with her. Maybe that's why they showed the picture here. Maybe she just has a scuff here. I can see that she's a little bit more cheaper than everything else here, about 1,000 yen cheaper. But you know what? Usually if they tell you a little bit about the figure here, they should say like condition open, package damaged. So we don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't see anything. Usually if something is wrong, they'll write it in the bottom there, or they show like a picture of it. But so far, it just says package damage. Maybe like the box is damaged and not the figure itself. But for 8,000 yen, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Next one up is from Figma or Max Factory. This is the Kirito. So this one, oh my gosh, this one, I don't know if this is the reissued. I know they did a reissued version of this one, but this figure went up to like almost like $120, $130 at one time. But this is back when Sword Art was this big game, or big anime that blew up, and it was hard to get this figure, but this action figure. But now it's kind of down in price now, just because they did a reissued of this one. So about 8,000, still expensive for a Figma. Figmas are usually like 3,000 or 4,000 yen, maybe 5,000 tops. Other than there's a few rare ones, but those are rare, and of course they're going to be inflated price. But this one's still a little bit high up there, about 8,000 yen, so about $70, $75, $76. Still pretty expensive there. But yeah, so this one actually looks pretty cool. I like, if you're a big fan of Sword Art, I had a chance to buy this a few times, but you know what, I've grown old of Sword Art. I don't want him anymore. I don't mind it, so good for you guys if you guys are buying it. Next up is from Mega House, their DOD, Dimensions of Dragon Ball line. This was super awesome. Broly is probably one of my favorite. You know what? The funniest thing is, I don't think I've seen any of the Broly movies, or I've seen like snippets of it, but I've never seen the whole thing. I don't remember much about Broly. Maybe I have, I just don't remember much about it. But he's one of my favorite villains. But I don't know much about about his backstory, and I'm a big Dragon Ball Z guy. I just don't really watch a lot of the movies. I just stick to a lot of the anime, and unfortunately, he's not in the anime as far as I know. But I tend to avoid the movies a bit. I think the only one I really watch is the one that stuck with me is History of Trunks. That one's probably one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movies. Other than let's see, what was another one that I liked? The Cooler, Akura, I guess you want to call it now. The second Cooler movie. Was it second or first? No, the first one. The first one was pretty cool, where Goku finally turning Super Saiyan to fight Kura at the end. So that was pretty cool too. I like that one. Anyways, we're not here to talk about movies. We're here to talk about figures. Anyways, this is from Mega House. They're Dragon Ball, Dimensions of Dragon Ball figures. Of course, these are not posable. These are just like statues and figures. They just stand still. But this one's super huge. He is super built. Dude is buff. Dude is huge. He's swole. But he's super badass looking. 12,000 yen. Pretty expensive there. So you're looking at $115. Pretty expensive. They're usually around like $80 to $70. And like I say, he's super big. There's also another version of him, the Super Saiyan 3 version, which is not a real, character. It's in like the Dragon Ball Heroes, I think that's what it's called. Which I wish they came over here to the US. I would be pretty cool. You get cards and you shift them around. Cool stuff. Anyways, they have like off-shot characters like that, non-canon characters, but super badass. I kind of want this one. And Brawly figures go for a pretty good price. That's because they don't make a lot of them, and when they do, it gets bought out like this. And I seen the one from Bandai. I forgot what they're called, but I seen it go for like $300-400, and it's pricey. So this one's not that bad. Of course, I think the clothing here, at least his pants, are probably a cloth material, so you could kind of move it around. I don't know about his sash here that's around him. I don't think it is, but I'm pretty sure his pants is. So pretty cool stuff. And he also got different faces. You see that? He also got the little necklace you could put on him. Pretty awesome. But the only problem I have with them is have a pretty basic base. It's really just a plastic base you can like bend it, and it's just And then the last one is from Dragon Ball Z also, but this one's super rare, and it's not that big. I don't think it's huge, but god dang. Woo! 70,000 yen. $700. Or $680 or $690. Pretty expensive there. It's a dramatic diorama, so you can see from here, it has, of course, this is father and son Kamehameha, which is from when the end of the Cell saga, when Cell's doing the Super Kamehameha against Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And of course, this one looks badass, man. Super badass looking. And of course, probably that's why it's 70,000. It's a big part of the Dragon Ball universe. A really big scene, really emotional scene too. And I cried. I was like, oh my gosh, we did it! We finally did it! But anyways, it's an awesome looking piece. It's so cool. Unfortunately, it's $700. I think it's as big as my Kaioken Goku, and maybe it'll be a little bigger since it's a diorama. Might be slightly bigger, but it's probably around the same size. 700,000 yen, about $690. Still pretty expensive. I don't think anybody's going to buy this unless you have really the money to buy it, or like extra cash just laying around. It's expensive. But I just want to talk about it because you know what? This is an awesome piece. If anything, if I had the money to buy it, I would totally pony up money to buy this one, or maybe find somebody to make a bigger version of it. So we'll see what happens, but we won't see what happens. I will probably not ever buy it, but I just want to talk about it. So that is it for this week, and of course a longer episode this week. It's not too long. It's probably like a little bit longer than it usually is by like a few minutes, but just a little bit longer, just because like I said, am going to be off this Saturday. I won't be home, so I won't be able to do a second episode. So we're going to have to be talking quite a bit on next Wednesday about some of the things that has some of the figures or statues that come out during that time, just like we used to. But now, like I said, Wednesdays and Saturdays, Fortune Saturdays, I'm busy, so I won't be there. So we'll be talking about next week for some more statues and figure talk. And of course, I should have a review coming out soon after this video here. I just have to put it together and things like that. So I will have that up in a bit. So I'll be excited for it because I was excited for this figure, and I totally forgot that I had it. Totally forgot that I did all the work and everything already. I had it sitting in my camera for a while now. I probably should have released that, but I kind of wanted to hold it back because I had a feeling that I was going to swap my channel over to this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my new channel. I mean, it's going to be just more about statues and figures. Like I said, nothing too... it's just very basic, so you know, reviews and things like that. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys come back next time for some more statue and figure talk. This is Omega Belmont. I'll see everybody next time. Peace out.